I'm going to give you a bit of a backstory about my life. When I was in high school, all I wanted was to make friends and be included. I found a circle of friends. We shared laughs and made jokes about each other, but something was missing. I wasn't developing myself. I couldn't talk to girls. I wasn't strong because I didn't lift weights. I didn't train in martial arts, so bullies picked on me. And I wasn't that funny. So, what value was I adding to this group? Absolutely nothing. You must bring something to the table. That's how people respect you. Now, my classmates and I were quite low value people. We weren't the popular kids, but we also weren't the smart nerds. I was searching for something else brotherhood. And where did I find it? In the virtual world. Call of Duty Black Ops 2. I would grind league play with this guy who wasn't in any of my classes or my friendship group, but he went to the same school as me in the same year, and we were both super competitive. Eventually, we created a clan, changed our gamer tags, and back then it was a big deal because you had to pay to change it. So we made a commitment to each other, and we'd play all day after school, cheered, shouted, gave pep talks, and went over strategies with each other. We'd play 2v2 custom matches against these popular kids in our school, and we'd both be super nervous, getting proper sweaty. And when we got that W, we'd celebrate, and it really felt like he was my best friend in the whole wide world. But here comes my downfall. Because I lacked social skills, every time I seen him in school, I would ignore him and act like we were strangers. Looking back, it was very weird. In real life, I wouldn't acknowledge him. He would try and talk to me like normal, but I was riddled with anxiety. It was so awkward for me. But after school, we would hop on for hours, and I find that so sad. My friendship with this guy came to an end, and I can't really remember the details, but we said some pretty nasty things about each other, and trust takes years to build and seconds to break. After that, we were never the same. Going back to my point, you must add value to your group. Get on to self improvement. Where are you ranked in the social hierarchy? Because if you're a man with masculine energy, you're going to want to work your way up the ranks and become the best version of yourself. Like prestige in Call of Duty, you have to treat life as a game. The more you grind and never give up, the sooner you become victorious. We are constantly comparing ourselves to other men, now more than ever with social media. Is he stronger than me? Is he smarter than me? Is he more attractive? You might not say these things out loud, but they'll be in the back of your head. So just lock in and focus on the things you can change. Stop dwelling on the past, the negative. When your mind is clear and your life is in order, you will naturally attract some of the best people. A brother is like Harry Osborn to Peter Parker. Harry wanted to avenge his father because he thought Spider-Man killed him. After finding out Peter, his best friend, was Spider-Man, he was shocked and wanted revenge. Later, he found out his father's death was his own fault, and in the end, Harry sacrificed his life to save Peter. And I know what you're all thinking, that story's fictional, but Muhammad Ali once said, "A friend is one who will not even consider giving his life for you. That's a friend," and I couldn't agree more. I was that friend who would have your back through thick and thin. Unfortunately, that wasn't reciprocated in the streets. I learned that the hard way. See, when you try to find brotherhood in environments like the club or the house parties, it's very fake. You're not actually building relationships. You're bonding over a substance, whether that's weed, ecstasy, drinking, alcohol, whatever. When the substance is removed out of the equation, you have nothing to say to each other. I thought my drinking pals were for life. I was young and naive. We were compatible at a time during high school because we seen each other every day. But as you get older, change is inevitable. You get your priorities straight. All the instant gratification activities I indulged in as a teenager, such an important time to develop oneself, wasted. Look where I am now, in my 20s. A loser. While all the so called friends I made during that time are still hanging around the streets, smoking weed every day, drinking most weekends, just numbing themselves, and being a waste of space, I don't feel sorry for these people in the slightest. If I had the social skills to branch out and make new connections and find myself early on in life, become disciplined and purposeful, put my well being first, and thought about the future, I would have been a high value man. You need multi purpose friends who will do a range of things with you, from climbing mountains, fishing, hitting the gym, getting food, not just going to nightclubs, binge watching TV programs, and playing video games. In your case, it's finding a gym bro who you can lock in with, someone who can push your set to the maximum failure, a like minded brother who you can grow with, and maybe from time to time go out for a couple of beers, socialise, see if you can meet some girls. They are the friends that truly matter. I hope you find your brothers in arms as I try to find mine.